Let's discuss about certain parameters of a parabola. Okay. Now here, suppose assume that you have a parabola, something like this one. It's passing through the origin. Now, see, we know what is a directrix, we know what is a focus, what is a vertex. There is one more line which is very important. Okay, and that particular line is what we call as axis. Which divides the parabola into two equal halves. That is what we call as axis. Now, in this case, you have the axis. Now, vertex, this is the vertex V, focus, and we have directrix somewhere over here. Okay, so these are the parameters what define. Now, there is one more parameter. And this particular parameter, see here from F, assume that we are going to draw a perpendicular, see something like this. Let's call this as AB. Okay, let's call this as AB. Now, this AB which passes through the focus perpendicular to the axis. So, AB is what we call as latus rectum. So, latus rectum is that line in the parabola which passes through the focus perpendicular to the axis. Clear? This line is what we call as parabola. Sorry, this line is what we call as latus rectum. In a parabola, it's called as latus rectum. Fair enough? Now, the length of the latus rectum. So, LR is always given by 2 times of A. If you remember, A is the focus, isn't it? So, 2A becomes the length of the latus rectum. For example, suppose say we have y square is equal to say 16x. What is the length of the latus rectum? In case if I ask you something like this, then you have y square is equal to 4ax. So 4a is 16, a is equal to 4. So latus rectum becomes 8. 2a. This is latus rectum. Fair enough? See, now you have all the parameters related to parabola, a directrix, vertex, focus, and axis. Along with these four, you have the latus rectum. Okay, now there are certain observations what you have to do within the parabola, or at least for the parabola. Okay, the first point is parabola is a symmetric curve. Either it is going to be symmetric across the x-axis, like the one what you're seeing, or it can be symmetric along the y-axis. For y-axis, if it has to be symmetric, it has to be something like this. This has to be the graph. Okay, it's symmetric along the y. Okay, this is the first observation what we can do. The second observation, whenever we have up opening or down opening parabola, the highest and the lowest point, that is going to give us the vertex. The left and right opening parabola, either the rightmost or the leftmost point, that is going to give us the vertex of the parabola. Clear? This is one thing, or these are two observations what we can do. Now, whenever we look into any of these parabola, okay, any of the parabola concepts, the general equation when the vertex changes from origin, okay, suppose in case if you have something like that, then the equation is going to become y minus k whole square is equal to 4a into x minus h. Either this one or same thing, x minus h whole square is equal to 4a into y minus k. Now, this is the equation of a parabola whose vertex is not origin. Fair enough? Now, these are certain observations what we can do from the parabola. Now, in the next video, we'll look into problems related to parabola.